Could I have actually picked a better day to do a test ride on a Bonnie? No. Oh, this is amazing. Got a nice cup of tea. I'm here at Team Roberts in Conisbrough, and I'm actually getting some seat time on this beautiful Triumph Bonneville T120. So I'll have a brew and we'll get on the road. First thoughts, it's really light and I feel comfortable, like the bars are perfect height for me. They're not too wide. It's unusual having round mirrors. I'm not used to round mirrors, which is probably something totally insignificant. And I'm hoping I've got sound on. So, let's start off properly. Today, guys, I'm on a Triumph T120, which Team Roberts have kindly loaned me for the day, so that I can see if it's the kind of thing that I like. Do you know, I have been wanting to get on one of these for such a long time. So it's an absolute pleasure to be on it today. It's not a massive learning curve either to just get on it and ride. It sounds really nice. Slow manoeuvering's bang on. So I've set off and I've not put any sat nav or anything on. So what I thought would be a good idea is to travel roads that I know. I don't really want to filter, because if somebody pulls out on me, I've got £1,000 excess. So yeah, I don't really want that, do I? It's so little compared to what I'm used to. Really, I'm enjoying this bike. It's not what I expected. Oh, I went on a bump. It corners really well. It feels easy, it feels intuitive. The indicators are very much like Yamaha, the other Tiger, in that it's one button on your left hand side and then you switch the button in to cancel. But what I've noticed about the Tiger is it's not as definitive a cancel as it is on here. This button, you know definitely that you've gone left or you've gone right, and that the cancel is very, it's more clicky, if that makes sense. You really feel that you've cancelled your indicators. So I've only been on it a short while because I've been stuck in traffic. The sound will get some taking used to. It's not as loud and grunty, but then I guess you can change the pipes if you want to make more of a noisy bugger impression. So I'm just gonna go and park up at a coffee shop and we'll have a little walk around. Actually, I need fuel, so I'm going to go all the way around this roundabout. And we'll go to a fuel station that I know where to go to. No bother on that. So getting used to the range with the gears, the range of power is a little bit different. The Tiger's very noisy, and you know when you need to up your gear, and I think because this is a 1200cc, you can go a bit further before you change gear. See how technical I am? You know it's not a real road test, don't you? It's just me having a go on a bonnet. Fuck. I liked the black, now I like the blue. It definitely shifts. It's a little faster than I anticipated. Well, the power's there when you need it. It was just coming off that roundabout and somebody decided to come up on the inside. So, no, it happens, but normally it's you're on a bike that you know. So, obviously today, ooh, it's windy. I'm on a bike that I don't know, not so well anyway. And I just pulled that throttle back and off it went. Brilliant. So I was just talking to a young lad at Team Roberts when I went to pick this bike up, and he's got a Vosges. I think it's a 450. Absolutely loves it. But the only problem with it is that quickness of power when you really need it isn't there. So just he felt it was slightly underpowered. So maybe a different, larger capacity CC one might be better. This has definitely got all the grunt that you need. In fact, more than enough. I love the clocks, I love the retro. It's bringing everything back to me from the 70s when I first started to ride, and I loved riding. This leans with such ease as well, and you're not worried about getting it back up again. But the retro styling is absolutely beautiful. So we'll open it up on this little bit of twisty and see what it's like. Now I've got a bit of a feel for it. Can't believe how windy it is today. I'm not going to push it too much because I got told to go slow. And also the wind isn't great. It's a lot lighter than the other bikes that I've got. Do you know, I'm right enjoying this. Go on, mister, go past the bus, and we can all go past the bus. Watch for the passengers walking out. Nobody there. Nationals! Here we go! Or maybe not, because I've got a camera on. Oh man, this bike is sick. It is just gorgeous. I've literally stopped twice. Once at the fuel station, once to get a quick coffee and sort my camera gear out. And I have never had so many compliments and questions of, is that your bike? That's a lovely bike. Is that yours? And once I said yeah, and I'm like, well, no, it's not really. I'm just test riding it, but it might be mine. Because I'd only been on it like maybe half an hour. So I don't know if I absolutely love it, because I think you've got to live with a bike before you know if you love it. But so far, it's just, I know it's a different model and it's different quality, but it's taking me back to my XS250 Yamaha days in 1977, where I had a proper bike with proper clocks and no screen and no luggage. I ended up putting a top box on it, I think, eventually, but just the bare bones of a bike without everything, without all the stuff. And I've kind of got used to the sound now. It's got a nice quiet rumble, but you can still hear it over the wind, so you know you're still going. And on a day like today, who could want anything better? I have to be careful that I'm not in too high a gear, that's the only thing, because it's deceptive. You think that you need to change gear, because I'm used to the Tiger, and you have to change up quite a bit on that, because that's a triple, and I'm not sure what this one is. We'll have a check and see what that is. But it's definitely got enough torque, it's got enough speed, it's got enough acceleration. Oh, if I could just get past this little old car. Yes, thank you. Just go left, because the road's a bit dodgy dickery to get past anybody down here. There we go. There's nobody at the junction. I can speed up a bit. Let's go. Oh man. Clutch is sweet, smooth, easy. You hardly feel that you're actually moving your clutch. It is doesn't take all your strength. Gears are defined. It's a very easy click, and it's light. And when I go and lift the gear lever up to go up a gear, I'm not nearly breaking my toes. I think I'm having a motogasm. This is amazing. Sorry if I've offended anybody. Well, no, I'm not. It's lovely. So yeah, I'm not going overly fast because it's not my bike, and he's asked me to go slow, so it means just go steady. I think it's important to do our roads that we know before we start running on roads that we don't, because how can you test it and compare if you're doing it not against things that you know? Am I making sense? So I'm riding on familiar roads and where I'm used to taking a bike quite a lot, so I can compare the difference. Otherwise, if I go on some fantastic fancy route, then there's nothing to compare to. It's relatively easy to keep within the speed limit. If you don't go over 30, then you can stay at 30 quite comfortably. But sometimes I find that with some bikes you're stuck between gears to try and keep it at 30. And if you've seen one of my previous videos, you will know why it's important to me not to go over 30. Now that's interesting. It's easy to position and turn your head while keeping the bike balanced, so that was easier to get out of that junction. It doesn't appear to have self-cancelling indicators like there is on my Tiger, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not a massive issue. So this is the Triumph Bonneville T120. It's cooling itself down. The build quality on it is amazing, and I can see real spark plugs, which might sound a bit weird to you guys, but I remember spark plugs being available, and I remember fixing them with a little bit of sandpaper and some petrol. There's some bikes that you admire and there's some bikes that you just have to ride, and this is in the second category. So it just looks right, just classic styling, loads of character, and apparently a really easy bike to live with. So straight away it feels comfortable, it's nice, it's relaxed, the bars are in a lovely position, knees are up but not too far. I'm 5'7", arguably 5'8". I've got flat boots on with a slight heel, and this is just perfectly comfortable. I do sit forward a little bit on the seat, maybe I need to chill a bit and get a little bit further back, but whichever way works for you best, that's obviously the way to go. It's the kind of bike that you could spend the whole day on. It's not heavy at all. Foot wise, I'm not overly worried about flat footing a bike, because as long as you can get one foot down, I think you can manage. It depends on how easy you find it to set off and pick your feet up anyway, but this is definitely flat footed for me. And you know, I can stand up and jiggle the bike, it's not overly heavy, nice and bouncy. So we're going to get back on the road, get a few twisties and see what it's like on the back roads. And it's not too bad to move either. Definitely have to be in the right gear for this. It's not as forgiving as the Tiger. So I'll go down this one, and it's a bit like a U-turn. There we go.
Don't know if I can find my way I'm stuck in a prison out there in this ocean, and everything is grown up.
cars coming in the other direction because there's only room for one. So guys, I didn't expect to like it this much. It's charming, it's retro, it just feels right. So now I understand that Bonneville obsession. That's the only thing you can call it, an obsession. I just love it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I know, and it's not a sports bike, but I'm done with sports bike. I might like to ride a sports bike now and again, and I still might end up getting another one. Because it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, as it is anybody's. But what do I like about it? I like the size, I like the manoeuvrability of it. I like the power that it's got. It's got far more power than I expected. I like the classic lines, it's clean. I think the sound could be improved upon, but that's down to exhaust. Now, as you know, I'm not an actual bike reviewer. I don't do bike tests. I just ride what I like, and I like this. It's a liquid cooled single overhead cam, 8 valves, 270-degree crank handle, parallel twin, and it's 1200cc with 105 nanometers torque at 3,500 revs. So it's fuel injection, and it's 2x2 chrome exhaust, and they have that distinctive Bonneville sound. The seat height is 790mm. I'm 5'7", and I can flat foot this with absolute ease. Even if I was quite a bit shorter, I think I would still be flat footing it. It's lovely. It takes 14.5 litres in this beautiful blue and cream tank, and its wet weight is 236 kilos. So for me, having ridden much bigger bikes, this is quite light, it's nimble, it's manoeuvrable, and I'm pretty much in love with it. I've been trying to figure out what the fuel consumption is, just by looking at the clocks, and I've had a bit of a hard time with that, but apparently it's about 60 miles to the gallon, which is absolutely fantastic, and it needs a service every 10,000 miles or 12 months. If you've not ridden one and you have the chance to test ride one, if it's something that you're curious about, I would highly recommend it. I've been and looked at them, and I thought they were a bit small for me, and I'm a bit, I'm not sure. But once I've been on it, I feel completely different. I don't actually think there's a bit of this bike that I don't like. It's a proper sexy looking bike. I've had lots of people just saying, is that yours, is that yours? Some of them think it's an old bike that I've looked after really well. So it's really classic. I can't stress how classic it looks and how classic it feels. And for somebody that's ridden in the 70s with, you know, the proper, like the Honda, the CB500, the Yamaha XS250, the Kawasaki KH250, all smaller bikes, but the clocks, the whole feel of it, the whole layout of it is just so retro and so blooming gorgeous. I think it's going to cost me a few bob, mate. So yeah, I really like it. Have I said I like it? Let's go get back on the road. Really got some grunt when you want it. Just open it up, off you go. I'm not going to go too fast on it because I'm not sure if it's been run in properly yet, with it being a test model. The bike's just smooth and easy and very relaxed. The riding position's comfortable, but as most bikes, once you're used to it, then you end up that your muscles conform to that particular riding position. So it's very sit up, the pegs are mid pegs, not forward. You don't feel a lot of the bumps in the road either, that it just seems to glide over them. The more I ride it, the more I like it. Could I have actually picked a better day to do a test ride on a Bonnie? No. Oh, this is amazing.
I've just tried to change the riding mode. Not sure that I got it right, so I think I need to pull over. You're supposed to press the mode button, go through your available options by scrolling, but you have to close your throttle and pull your clutch in and it will flash on your dashboard. And then once it turns solid, then it's active and you can let the clutch out. Not sure that I've done it properly. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. A massive shout out and thank you to Team Roberts at Conisbrough near Doncaster for the loan of this bike. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one.